I know it's strange, but this world is a lot bigger than we perceive it to be.
Can you pick up the coasters next to you? What do you think about that?
Well,
Can you get closer to the camera so people can see what that looks like? I'm sure they can see on your site. Okay. When you look at that picture, what do you see?
I see myself in two different dimensions.
Can you remember your lifetime from 119 years ago when you look at this picture? Any of it?
I remember the highlights. I remember the fascination with my father's work.
So, first of all, you play a vampire on the series Hunting Jessica, correct?
Yes, the vampire.
The vampire?
Excuse me.
That's okay.
I always felt, even at such a young age, and being involved in a religion in which expels this belief in past life, I always felt, even amidst this religious feelings on life, I felt like I was Cornelius Vanderbilt, or I felt like I knew him. And I always felt this emotional connection, this powerful emotional connection to New York.
Let's put it on first. There you go. All right.
As you can see, I love the clothing of this time.
And you've always been like this.
Yes, always.
And you've never felt like you fit in to the state that you live in and the culture that you've been raised in, correct?
Correct.
So, what do you have in common with Alfred Vanderbilt?
Well, other than sharing the same birth date, I have a fascination with horses. I love ships, and I'm also afraid of them for obvious reasons. Being that in that past life I drown.
Do you have a fear of the ocean?
Yes.
Have you always had that fear?
I always have. I've always been deeply fascinated with the ocean, but I've also had a very powerful fear of the ocean as well.
The man on the left is Alfred Vanderbilt, Alfred Gwynne Vanderbilt. And the man on the right is Austin Taylor Gerry. What do you see when you look at that?
I see the same person. The names
are similar, aren't they?
The names are similar.
Yeah.
But I've always, ever since I was young, my parents can attest to this, I've never liked my name. I always felt like it wasn't my name. And whether or not I felt like it was Alfred or not, I do believe I've had more lives than this past life that we're visiting right now.
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like my name has changed a million times.
But you feel deeply connected to this particular part of your past,
Yes.
and that's why you dress and you sort of speak like you're from that era in many ways.
Yes, everything of this time period has my deep obsession. I wish that in many ways, I wish that I could live in that time. I understand that there are many opportunities that I have that I didn't have at that time. And I'm glad to live in this time now that I've learned to understand it.
Have you ever thought about contacting the Vanderbilt family?
I have, actually. I looked up Alfred Vanderbilt's son, and I was very saddened to hear that he passed away. Really recently. I believe it was in the 90s. Seems like it was 90 or something. But I was hoping, I'm not sure if I would have carried this on, but I had this idea of communicating with them. Of course, they would have thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt emotional to hear of his passing and to see what has become of the Vanderbilt family.
Right. Yeah. How do you feel about seeing the Vanderbilt estate? In New York? Do you feel like you need to go and see it?
I do, yes. I feel like I need to go. I've always, since I was a young man, since I was a young boy rather, I've always been fascinated with New York. I've always wanted to live there. And I always felt like I used to be there, and I used to be wealthy. And it's so strange to come from two different worlds. Many different worlds. And yes, I would like to go there. I would like to see the Vanderbilt mansion.